Hello, and welcome to Softer. This is Mara Morales. Today begins a brand new week of softness in action. This week's theme is kindness in action. Over the past week, we turned inward. We practiced finding peace within ourselves. Now, we're going to take some of that peace and carry it outward. We'll explore the small, everyday opportunities we have to make another person's life a little softer. And today, we're beginning with something incredibly simple: noticing people. Think about how many people you pass in an ordinary day. The person who makes your coffee, the cashier scanning your groceries, the delivery driver carrying a package to your door, the person cleaning the table after you leave a restaurant, the receptionist who greets you, the stranger standing beside you in an elevator. We encounter people constantly, but how often do we truly see them? It's easy to move through the world focused on where we're going. We look at our phones, think about our schedules, run through our mental to-do lists, and without meaning to, people can become part of the background. But no person is background. Every person you pass today has a life as complex as your own. Someone they love, something they're worried about, a memory they treasure, a disappointment they're carrying, something they're looking forward to, a story you may never know. And sometimes, one of the kindest things we can do is simply acknowledge that they're there. Look someone in the eyes. Smile. Say their name if you know it. Ask how their day is going, and actually listen to the answer. There's a quiet dignity in being noticed, a feeling that says, I see you. You matter. You aren't invisible here. Today's small act of kindness is this. Notice someone you would normally pass by. Maybe it's the person working behind the counter, someone sitting alone, a neighbor you usually wave to from a distance, a coworker you don't know very well. You don't have to do anything extraordinary. Simply create one genuine human moment. Look up. Smile. Say hello. Ask a question. Offer a sincere thank you. And just for a few seconds, be completely present. You may forget the interaction by tomorrow, but you don't know what it might mean to them. Kindness fuels kindness, which fuels kindness. And sometimes changing the world begins by refusing to let another person feel invisible. Now, let's slow down together. Find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. If it feels safe, gently close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Allow your shoulders to soften. Relax your jaw. Let your hands rest comfortably. Imagine yourself walking down a busy street. People move around you, some quickly, some slowly. At first, they appear simply as faces passing by, but now, begin noticing them. The woman carrying groceries, the man waiting for the bus, the parent holding a child's hand, the person sweeping the sidewalk. Imagine for a moment that each person carries a small light within them. Every light represents a life, a story, a heart capable of loving and being loved. Notice how differently the street feels when you stop seeing strangers and begin seeing people. Take another slow breath in. Silently repeat, may I notice the people around me. May I remember that every person carries a story. May my presence help someone feel seen today. Take one more slow breath in and gently breathe out. Rest here for another moment, then slowly bring your awareness back to your body. Notice the surface supporting you. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, And when you're ready, open your eyes. As part of this week's Softness in Action Challenge, spend a few moments with your journal. Reflect on these questions. Who do I encounter regularly without really noticing? When have I felt genuinely seen by another person? How can I help one person feel acknowledged today? Remember, we don't always need to do something big to make someone feel valued. Sometimes we simply need to look up. Before we finish today, I'd love to share another softer story. This one comes from Margaret in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She writes, "Dear Mara, there's a gentleman who works at the grocery store near my house. For years, I'd seen him collecting carts in the parking lot. I knew his face, but I didn't know his name. One rainy afternoon, I watched him helping an older woman load groceries into her car while he was getting completely soaked. When he finished, I walked over and thanked him for being so kind to her. He seemed surprised. Then he smiled and said, 'Thank you for noticing.' Those 3 words stayed with me. Thank you for noticing." I realized how many people do quiet, kind things around us every day without anyone acknowledging them. The next time I saw him, I introduced myself. His name is James. Now, whenever I see him at the store, we say hello. It's such a small thing, but I've started wondering how many other people I've passed hundreds of times without ever really seeing them. So now I'm trying to look up more, to learn names, to say thank you, to notice. With gratitude, Margaret from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Thank you, Margaret, for sharing your beautiful story. There's something about those words. Thank you for noticing. They remind us that recognition itself can be an act of kindness. We don't always know who feels overlooked. We don't know who has gone through an entire day without someone looking them in the eyes. We don't know whose quiet effort has gone unacknowledged. But today, we have an opportunity to notice. And perhaps someone will go home tonight feeling just a little more seen because you did. Now, we'd love to hear your story. Has someone ever shown you kindness you'll never forget? Has a simple act of compassion changed the way you see the world? Or has softer inspired you to become a little gentler with yourself or someone else? Share your softer story by emailing us at thesofterpodcast@gmail.com. Your story may be featured in a future episode and could become the encouragement someone else needs to hear. And if these daily moments of reflection are meaningful to you, please take a moment to like, follow, and subscribe to Softer. It helps us reach more hearts and continue to build a kinder, more connected world together. Thank you for listening to Softer. Our music is by Rebecca De La Torre and Thomas Searing. Softer is produced by Michelle Severson. This has been Mara Morales. Carry the softness with you today.